Hi fairies, it's Faye here and welcome back to my channel. It's been a good while since my last video, so we definitely have a lot to talk about. But before we get started, I do want to express how grateful I am for the kindness that you've all been showing me. I'd also like to remind you that if any of you are interested in joining any of my events or my videos, feel free to join my Discord server. It is linked in my bio or should be linked in my description down below. If you haven't noticed already, there is a change in scenery behind me. So let's talk about it because this is the Shadow Isle. So first I'd like to talk about some of the comments that I found very interesting from my last video. You may pause if you'd like to read, but it basically touches on the topic of if the new island were to have NPC alien-like creatures that are hostile and maybe we could fight them, etc. Which current times we now know that is not the case. However, I do still have hope. I would love to see this be a thing that could be implemented, or maybe some kind of fight. You may pause to read this one as well, but I found it interesting how they figured what if there are different tiers for each species. It's just like, the more I think about this, the more I wonder. I know that we only currently have one released and sneak peeks of another, but I do wonder if there will be a tier for each alien species, like 1 through 5 or something. And then there's this comment, which I believe I mentioned this in my last video, but the possibility of the Shadow Altar in Dragon Adventures and Shadow Isle in Creatures of Sonaria being a link to each other somehow within the lore, which I still think that is very interesting to think about, and I really hope there's a link somewhere. Because like, if you think about it, wouldn't it be super cool if this was leading up to a collaborative event between Dragon Adventures and Creatures of Sonaria? I know a lot of you are hoping for that just as much as I am. You may pause to read this as well, but I loved this theory so much because it's very creative and it also ties into a little bit of the lore event, which imagine a banished warden that creates this like black goop and has corrupted energy. Speaking of corruption, stay tuned for later in the video because there's something really interesting about last week's update. I honestly just found this comment hilarious, so I had to share it with you guys. Now, we weren't wrong about the corruption. I just wonder if there will be a boss fight still. You may also pause the video to read this, but I thought this one was very interesting as well. Like, imagine getting to play as a pre-evolution of a character or creature. Now let's get into the update that already happened, and afterwards I will discuss the update that is coming or possibly coming, some theories. So some information is that these portals can move around the map every so often, so it is good to look at the map icons to see where they could have spawned. Which, yes, we were correct that there are portals that transport you to the new realm. However, do keep in mind, you cannot be a baby or smaller. You have to be an adult creature to go through the portal. So right when you join, you are given a welcome and it tells you that you can earn artifacts by killing other creatures and donating to the shrine. Upon spawning in, I think everything looks really cool, and it definitely gives you that feeling that you've been transported to an alien dimension, which I really love. And here are some clips I got while exploring the new region. While you're running into the region, you can see these plants everywhere and they emit this kind of poison that does do damage to your creature. So definitely be careful around those. I feel like as I was exploring around this whole map, the entire time I felt like everything there was designed to bring your health down. The whole region definitely feels and looks like it's one giant meteor, or at least what was impacted by the meteor, if that makes sense. I mean, look at the rock-like structural appearance. One thing that does stand out is in around the center part of the region, there's this giant tree and a shrine that you can bring food to, which I believe that is what will help you unlock the alien shadow artifact creature. Another thing I noticed is that the water all seems to be dirty and you get sick from it. I believe there are also pools of liquid that are purple in color, and if you step in them, it's like lava, but it's called corruption, which I think that is so interesting because if you were there for the last videos, we did have theories that there will be pools of corruption around the region. Now, we definitely need to talk about some theories because what's coming this next update involves this meteorite, I believe. So the description of this event reads, "A great evil soars in the skies. After breaking free from its meteor containment, catch the soaring beast as it lays waste to Sonaria this week. Join us in the new Shadow Isle biome to unlock this flying terror." And then we take a look of this picture up close, and I wonder if the reason they posted a picture of this portal is a clue that maybe there will be another portal that could take us to another place where we could experience a boss fight. I'm still very hopeful for a boss fight, guys. It could very well also just be saying, hey, join us, because there's going to be a new alien creature alongside the other alien creature. But a girl can dream for a boss fight. I would also like to bring up the topic about those eyes that were on the meteor's thorns, because now on the tree there are eyes all over it. So I wonder what it could mean. Maybe it's just an alien type of tree. But let me know what you guys think of any of these theories in the comments, or if you have any further theories, because I definitely would love to know and hear what you guys think. But moving on, I'd love to discuss the sneak peeks that we've been given of the next alien species, as well as a redesign for another creature. I would like to preface that I do not own or take credit for any of these images I'm about to show. You can find these images in the Discord server for Creatures of Sonaria if you're interested in joining. But here is, it looks like the concept art for the shadow artifact alien species that is called, I believe, Zimorax. And from what I read, I believe this one is like a mosquito-like creature, which is very cool. And it's also kind of funny because it makes me think of my childhood, where in the movie Lilo and Stitch, there's this alien species named, I think he's named Pleakley, and they are obsessed with the mosquito species in the first movie because they believe they're a sacred species of planet Earth. So I just find it really funny that a mosquito is the alien species. But anyways, moving on, here is another image of the Zimorax, which it definitely looks really cool, and you can see the mosquito-like appearance. And here is a sneak peek of what the animation looks like, which I personally think it looks so cute. And then we have the Cantapoli, I think it is pronounced. And this creature is receiving a redesign. And here is a side-by-side comparison of both new and old. I personally feel like the redesign is so pretty. I really love the new look for it, and I can't wait to see it in game. And here are some animation sneak peeks for it, and it is so cute. Like, stop. That is such a cute little hop. It's like a bunny. And guys, look at how cute this is. I love the animations for this creature. And I could be wrong, but I think it might be based off of a chameleon or a lizard. And I love lizards and chameleons, so of course I love it. And here is another adorable and fun animation from this redesign. But let me know what you guys think in the comments regarding the redesign, if you prefer the old or the new. And once again, I'd like to preface that these are not my images. I got them from the Sonaria official Discord server, so feel free to join that as well if you'd like to have updates and sneak peeks. And guys, I also missed the last campfire, so I'm very sad about that. And if you don't know what a campfire is, it's pretty much a hangout in the stage call where the developers share sneak peeks of upcoming things and players can give their feedback or their opinions on upcoming things. And if that is something you're interested in checking out, I highly recommend it. But going back onto the discussion of the new alien species, the Zimarax, the description they gave us in the Discord server reads, "The winged shadow, Zimarax, emerges from within some of the crashed meteors across Sonaria this week, obtainable via shadow artifacts. These strange mosquito-like tendril creatures have a bizarre anatomical structure, granting them abnormal movement across land and skies." This confirms that it will be a flying creature, which I think we already figured out, but when it says emerges from within some of the crushed meteors, it makes me wonder if we will ever receive any further alien species after this that will emerge as well. Moving on, I wanted to talk about the Valentine's Day event, and it reads, "Join us in Creatures of Sonaria for this year's Valentine's event. Earn event currency, complete quests, and unlock new, exquisite species themed around love and heartbreak. These creatures are temporarily available and will be gone when the event leaves. Returning species from the past year's Valentines will also be obtainable this year." Which that is just super exciting to hear about because I know I definitely will want to collect some Valentine's creatures. And here are some of the animations of the alien species that is currently in game right now. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know down in the comments below any theories you might have regarding the whole new Shadow Isle region. And once again, feel free to join my Discord server if you're interested in joining any of my server events or film group projects. I am grateful for each and every single one of you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, whatever time it is you may be watching this video at. And if you stayed for this long, here are some funny clips of me playing Roblox with my friends.
Your head rolled like a bowling ball, but in raised like a hop. The nest, flex, slay, got him.